covering everything you need to know about the coffee kiosk. I'll be including all the information you need to know about building the coffee kiosk, as well as all the items that you can produce in the coffee kiosk, and how much experience you can get for each item, and how much you can sell each item for in the roadside shop. Also, I'll be including what you need to do in order to get the mastery for this building, as well as what I believe is the best way to use this building, and what the best items to produce in this building are. So let's go ahead and get started. The coffee kiosk is unlocked at level 42, and will cost you 95,000 coins to build. Once it's built, the first item you'll be able to produce is an espresso. The espresso requires 3 coffee beans and 1 white sugar and will take you 5 minutes to make. You will get 29 experience points for each espresso that you make. The next item you can produce in the coffee kiosk is a cafe latte, which is unlocked at level 43 and requires 2 coffee beans, 1 milk, and 1 white sugar to create it. The cafe latte takes 10 minutes to create and you will get 26 experience points for making it. The third item you can produce is the Cafe Mocha, which is unlocked at level 45. The ingredients for the Cafe Mocha are 1 coffee bean, 2 cacaos, and 1 cream. This item takes 15 minutes to produce and will give you 35 experience points for making it. The fourth item you can produce in the coffee kiosk is the Raspberry Mocha. This item, which is unlocked at level 46, requires 1 coffee bean, 1 cacaos, 1 cream, and 1 raspberry to create. It'll take 30 minutes to create it, and you will get 31 experience points for making it. The fifth and last item that you can create in the coffee kiosk is hot chocolate, which is unlocked at level 47. The ingredients for hot chocolate are 2 cacaos, 1 milk, 1 cream, and 1 white sugar. The hot chocolate will take 25 minutes to produce and will give you 32 experience points for creating it. Now let's move on to how you can get the mastery for this machine. To get the mastery for the coffee kiosk, you must use this machine for a certain number of hours to get each of the 3 stars. For the first star, you will need to use the coffee kiosk for 70 hours. And once you have done that, you will unlock the first star. This will also unlock your first bonus, which is 10% more coins from goods from the coffee kiosk that are delivered in truck deliveries. To get the second star for the coffee kiosk, you will need to use it for another 240 hours. Once you do, you will unlock the second star, as well as your second bonus, which is you will receive 5% more experience on goods from the coffee kiosk that are delivered in truck deliveries. To get the third and final star, you will need to use the coffee kiosk for another 960 hours. And once you do that, you'll get the third star in the mastery for the coffee kiosk, as well as your third bonus, which is all goods that are produced in the coffee kiosk will be produced 15% faster. So, in total, it'll take 1,270 hours of using the coffee kiosk in order for you to get your mastery for it. Now, moving on to the max price that you can sell each item from the coffee kiosk, we can see that the espresso sells at 248, the cafe latte sells at 219, the cafe mocha sells at 291, the raspberry mocha sells at 259, and the hot chocolate sells for 270. So as you can see, all of these items' max prices are fairly close to each other. Before I get into what I believe is the best item to produce in the coffee kiosk, and how many slots I think you should have for your coffee kiosk, I'd just like to point out that a lot of this comes down to personal preference and your style of play. So what I think is best may not be best for your style of play. The best way to figure out what is best is just to play around and figure out what works for you and your style of play. But now on to my recommendations. For the coffee kiosk, I believe this is one of the machines that you need to unlock all 9 slots. The reason for this is all the items that you can produce in the coffee kiosk take less than 30 minutes to create, meaning that even when you fill it up with 9 raspberry mochas, the machine will only run for 4 hours and 30 minutes. As for what item I think is best to produce in the coffee kiosk, it really depends on what you are trying to go for. If you're trying to make money or trying to get more experience points, I would recommend the espresso since it only takes 5 minutes to create and gives you about the same experience and can sell for about the same price as all the other items. The only downside to the espresso is that it uses white sugar, and if you are using 1 white sugar every 5 minutes, you are probably going to run out fairly quickly. Because of that, my favorite item to produce in this machine is the raspberry mocha. The reason I say the raspberry mocha is the best item to produce is because it takes the longest to create, meaning that if you fill up all your slots, your machine will be running for longer, and you'll get your mastery for this machine quicker. Also, since the raspberry mocha doesn't require white sugar, and only requires a cream, you won't run into the problem of running out of ingredients to create the raspberry mocha like you would with the other items. So there you have my opinion on what I think is the best items to produce in the coffee kiosk. And with that, that's going to wrap things up for this video, as I believe that's everything you really need to know about the coffee